So the institution needs two things. Just like for the body to function properly, it needs very efficient, powerful arms. So these arms are the managing aspect. But just will the arms of the body be enough? What actually is the most important aspect or part of the body? The head. So in this body of ISKCON, the arms have been very, very effective in performing their roles, but what is also needed is the head. So who is the head, or who will continue to be the head? Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. What does it mean that Srila Prabhupada is the spiritual head of ISKCON for all time? What is the meaning of the word Acharya? Acharya means spiritual head. Acharya means the spiritual head. So who is the spiritual head of ISKCON? Yeah. As long as ISKCON will be there, who will be the spiritual head? Srila Prabhupada. When Prabhupada wants something, it's very difficult to make him change his mind. So he wanted to go, so. And Prabhupada also was very keen, very adamant to go to the West. Prabhupada even went to the extent of telling that a soldier doesn't die on bed. For a soldier to die in bed is a disgrace. A soldier's glory is in dying in the battlefield. And Prabhupada considered that his battlefield is the preaching ground.
Bhakti Charu Swami was giving what India really needed, love and devotion. And to watch him do that was quite a feat. To Ujjain, and we have an expression in America, I don't know if it translates well, called blown away by the hospitality, the sweetness, the beauty of the temple, the kindness of the devotees, how well every little thing I couldn't even think of was taken care of. And I realized that I was in a temple that reflected the Bhakti Charu Swami that I knew.
And so my experience with being with Maharaj was almost kind of like, you know, when your devotee is dirty and you don't notice it. You only notice it when you're next to someone who has an impeccably clean dhoti and not one wrinkle in his dhoti or his kurta. It's, it's just like, oh, you don't have any wrinkles in your kurta. Oh, your tilak's on perfectly. Oh, you have no spots on your dhoti. All of a sudden I realized, oh, there's wrinkles in my kurta. My tilak's not on perfectly. It was something like that. Like being with him, it like made me realize, oh, without him saying anything, just being who he was, it made me realize my deficiencies as a cultured person and as a cultured Vaishnava.
And as we know, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj is the reservoir of culture. I've commented in previous discussions how His Holiness made Vaishnava culture look so easy. It just flowed like the waves in the ocean. He didn't have to make any kind of contrivance in his behavior, in his demeanor, in his reciprocation, in his dealings with devotees. Srila Prabhupada said that the vapu, the physical association, is for neophytes. I first read this comment when I was taking care of his correspondence in Los Angeles, both letters from him and to him. And I saw this statement: physical association with the Guru is for neophytes. And of course, our reaction, your reaction, like mine would be, okay, let's remain neophytes. We want that vapu, we want that physical association. That's natural. Take advantage of all you can get. But at the same time, it's true that the Vani is more important. And the amazing thing is that the Vani is even more intense. That's hard to appreciate at first because we miss that sweet physicalness of physical association. But we'll find that Krishna is not cheating us. Krishna is not depriving us. Actually, Krishna will give us more. And for the sincere disciple, he or she will feel their Guru's presence even more, although the Guru has physically departed. This is the mysticism of bhakti, the power of association through instruction. It's not mythology. It's not just some kind of encouraging words. It is the actual bhakti experience.
All of you, although I'm sure all of you are still feeling almost unimmeasurable separation from Maharaj, but still you're the most fortunate people in the universe to have had this glorious opportunity to associate with Maharaj. So Prabhupada, Bhakti Charu Maharaj, all these great devotees, how we may not understand, we may not fully understand. Why is it somehow or another they leave us? But they never leave us, never. It happens to all of us. Prabhupada said, don't think this won't happen to you. But for sure, we can all experience, it can increase. The whole purpose of the spiritual master, pure devotees coming here, is to completely drown us or absorb us in Krishna consciousness.
Guru is not the end. Guru is the medium. And he is transparent. Transparent means nothing stops in him. Everything passes through. So you come to him and he offers you to Srila Prabhupada. So Diksha is important, admission is important, but admission is not everything. Education, Shiksha, is the important aspect. Now in ISKCON, whose Shiksha prevails? Srila Prabhupada's Shiksha. Every morning we give Srimad Bhagavatam class based on whose books and whose purport? Srila Prabhupada. Do you want ISKCON to grow? Then, when some effort is being made to expand ISKCON, what should you do? Stand aside and watch the fun? No. Line up. Commit yourself. Because your contribution, your involvement is very, very important.
সংসারদাবা নললীঢলোকা ত্রাণায় কারুণ্য ঘনাঘনাতাম সংসারদা